So we will discuss about the square root of a number between two integers. We will only apply this rule if the given radical is not a perfect nth. Let's say it's not a perfect square, perfect cube, etc. So I've listed here all the perfect squares from 1 up to 100. So these are the following perfect squares that we need to as much as possible memorize. Okay, so we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. So the square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4, 2. Square root of 9, 3. Square root of 16, 4. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36, 6. Square root of 49, 7. Square root of 64 is 8. Square root of 81 is 9. And the square root of 100 is 10. So we need to always remember the values or the square root of the following perfect square. Okay? So, in order for us to identify the square root of a number that is not considered as perfect square, we will identify its square root by identifying the two integers which is in between, or the given number is in between two integers. Okay? Our first example is square root of 21. Okay. Our radicand is 21. So, we will look for a number wherein 21 is in between the two integers. So, let's say 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So, 21 is in between 16 and 25. So, that means you will write on this side 16, which is of course less than the value of this, and the other one, which is 25, on this side. Okay? The value of square root of 21 is greater than the value of square root of 16 but less than the value of square root of 25. Okay? So, since we need to get the square root of these perfect squares, which is square root of 16, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4. And the square root of 25, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5. Okay. So, meaning, square root of 21 in our estimation is 4 point something, which is not greater than 5. So, square root of 21 is in between 4 and 5. Okay? So, our conclusion here is the square root. Let's change our marker. So, the square root of 21 is between 4 and 5. The square root of 21 is between 4 and 5. Okay. Let us have another example. Okay, another example is, let us find the square root of 50. Okay. So, let us find the square root of 50. Since 50 is not on the list, we will find the two integers wherein 50 is in between those integers. So, 50 we have 49 and 64. So, 50 is in between 49 and 64. So, 49 will be placed here, which is less than 50. Okay. So, we all know that 49 is less than 50. And on this side is 64. So, of course, 64 is greater than 50. Now, we will get the square root of both sides. And 49 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The square root of 49 is 7. Then we will just copy this, square root of 50. 7 less than square root of 50. Less than the square root of 64, which is, if this is 7, so 8. The value of square root of 64 is 8. So square root of 50 is between 7 and 8. So the square root of 50 is between 7 and 8. If the given, for example, is square root of 3, so 3, the radicand, is in between 1 and 4. Okay, so the square root of 3 is, of course, between 1 and 2. If the given, for example, is 85, so 85 is between 81 and 100. That means that the square root of 85 is between 9 and 10. Okay? Our estimate maybe is 9 point something. And if the given, for example, is 40, so 40 is between 36 and 49. So meaning, since the square root of 36 is 6 and this one is 7, so the square root of 40 is between 6 and 7. So that's the easy way for you to identify the square root of a number that is not a perfect n, or it is considered as irrational.